Hearing about web3, hearing about crypto, but you've not been convinced on what this is all about. Some people think they are the same thing, but they're actually not. So give me 5 minutes and I'll be breaking everything down for you in the simplest bits and how to position for the opportunities. So you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want more web3 related videos. So what is web3? Web3 is the third generation of the internet that gives us full control of our data, identity, and digital assets with the help of blockchain technology. So this was a major problem we faced with Web 1 and Web 2. Then Web 3 came in to solve this problem for us. Web 1 being the first generation of the internet, here we could only read. This is during the Wikipedia era. We could not write, we could only just consume content. Then came Web 2, which is a social media era. Here we can read, we can write, we can create content, and we can interact. But the major problem we face here is that we didn't have full control of our data, our identity, because all this information is live on the popular social media servers like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. For instance, when we want to create a social media account, we need to provide private information in order to get an account, and it can get banned, it can get restricted because all this is on the server of the social media. Even with our traditional banks, when we want to open an account, we need to provide private information and we rely on the banks to process our transactions. And these bank accounts have limits in the sense that if an amount exceeds this limit, it gets restricted. But with Web3, we don't need to worry about any amount being sent. We don't need to worry about the destination of the person who is receiving or sending the money. All we just need is a crypto wallet with a private and public key. And with a crypto wallet, we can send or receive digital assets, any amount, no restriction, and it will all be processed within seconds. These digital assets are called cryptocurrencies. We should also know that it is a blockchain that enables us to process these transactions without relying on the banks. It is a public ledger that records transactions across a peer to peer computer network in a safe and transparent way. For instance, when we run a transaction on our crypto wallet, there is a work that is done on the back end that enables us to process these transactions. This work being done on the back end are being rewarded. The system that enables our transactions to get processed in the back end is called consensus mechanism. And we have two types of consensus mechanism, the proof of work consensus mechanism and the proof of stake consensus mechanism. The proof of work consensus mechanism is where miners solve a complex math problem to add transactions on the blockchain and they get rewarded with crypto. This mechanism is used in Bitcoin. Then we have proof of stake consensus mechanism. This is where validators log their crypto assets as collateral and they are able to validate transactions on the blockchain. This is used in Ethereum, Solana, and other popular blockchain networks. With this, we do not rely on the banks or a third party in order to process transactions, making it decentralized. When a new record of transaction is created on the blockchain, it is linked to the previous record, making it linked and immutable. This way, transactions cannot be altered by scammers. All these systems are what makes the industry to run independently without relying on a third party like the banks. There are different ways you can make money in this industry. We have trading, we have Web3 jobs, we have NFTs, we have airdrops, we have bounties, and we have prediction markets. The most sustainable, I would advise anyone to position for our Web3 jobs because this way you're making money from the skills you've developed. And if you are someone who is really good at your skills, you'll get endless opportunities. And the interesting part is that you can also use your already existing skills to position for Web3 jobs. You just need to integrate it to the ecosystem. Be it graphic design, video editing, copywriting, ghostwriting, all these skills can be integrated into the space. Yeah, payments are made with crypto, very swift, very fast. You don't need to wait for traditional banks, which could delay. As someone wants to get started with Web3, the best thing is to join communities and network with like minded people like you while showing up consistently. And this is why I created my Telegram channel to help newbies get onboarded the right way. I also ran a 30 days onboarding series for newcomers. These were the topics we covered and these were the results we got. If you want to be part of our community, join in. The link will be in the description of this video. And subscribe if you want more Web3 related videos.